Hey everyone, welcome to Top 10 Nerd, the channel featuring all things geek-tastic. Yep, that's a word now. I'm your host Kelly Pally, and today we're spending some quality time with one of our favorite DC supervillains, the Joker. In the past, we've covered multiple lists featuring alternate versions of the Joker, but now we're specifically taking a look at those Jokers of a nicer nature, or times where the Joker switched sides and helped out the good guys. You know, the ones who still may be misunderstood but aren't all that homicidal like the true version of the Clown Prince of Crime. So let's jump into our list of the top 10 good versions of Joker. In at number 10, Planetary/Batman, Night on Earth. In this crossover between Planetary and Batman, the Planetary team travels to Gotham in a one-shot that takes place outside of both of their continuities, and the team ends up meeting different Batmen from different universes in the process. During the story, we meet an agent for Planetary named Jasper, who works under Richard Grayson. He's not exactly evil, just kinda weird, and gets really giggly when he's nervous and hugs himself when he sees pictures of homicides. So technically good, but strange? And at number 9 is Martha Wayne's Joker. From the Flashpoint universe, we have Martha Wayne versus Mother as the Joker. Initially evil after witnessing her son being shot down instead of her and her husband, Thomas, Martha goes insane. Thomas, on the flip side, becomes Batman. Eventually the two end up working together and Martha turns a more positive cheek. But once they realize that the results of their actions will result in timelines being changed and their son becoming Batman instead, well, she kills herself. And at number 8 is The Brave and the Bold 191. In an instance in which Batman and the Joker work together, this version of the Joker from the 1982 Brave and the Bold run features the Joker we all know and love working for his nemesis to clear his name of murder. Sounds a little silly, but hey, when has the Joker ever not denied one of his crimes? In the story, the Penguin is killed on live TV by someone who looks like the Joker. The Joker later summons Batman to tell him he's not responsible, and that it was actually a phony Joker. They then work together to solve the mystery. Shenanigans ensue, and Batman learns that the Joker actually cared a lot for the Penguin. Turns out the Penguin framed the Joker and is still alive, so the two trick him and capture him. And the Joker is super jazzed about it all, which is kind of adorable. And at number 7, Batman the Brave and the Bold, the cartoon. Speaking of the Brave and the Bold, let's take a look at the cartoon this time, and when the Joker in it has been on the side of good. In the episode Game Over for Owlman, the Joker teams up with Batman, when Owlman has taken over his identity. The Owlman who appears in this show is also from an alternate Earth in which he's a villain. In this episode, Owlman takes over Batman's persona, and the Joker isn't really down with that. Doesn't like being one-upped. Up next at number 6 is Oberon Sexton. Oberon Sexton was once a British novelist who wrote books on true crime, who had gotten a little too invested in true crime really. He ended up killing his wife, made the crime scene look like a gang did it, and then was murdered himself by the Joker, who then took his identity and started helping Dick Grayson, aka the Batman in Batman and Robin Volume 1 back in 2010. As Sexton, he aided Grayson in hunting down the Domino Killer, and reveals himself in Batman and Robin number 13, claiming because of the death of Bruce Wayne, his Batman as he states, he can no longer be the Clown Prince he once was. But psych, he's also the Domino Killer. So he was sort of good, but then not really good, but still kind of evil, but was nice for a bit, and it may have been a multiple personality disorder byproduct. Moving on. And at number 5, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, Volume 1, Issue number 145. How's that for a title? In part 4 of a story arc called The Demon Laughs, Joker, who is dying, is submerged in a Lazarus pit by Batman. He's got to stop Ra's al Ghul's latest scheme, and the only way to do so is by saving the Joker, who is dying. Typically, when someone emerges from the Lazarus pit, they go through a brief stage of insanity, but the reverse happens to Joker, with him emerging sane. He then ends up helping Batman by informing him of where he planted a transmitter in Raz's submarine, and then helps Bats destroy it, along with the dangerous biological agent inside of it. Of course, Joker reverts back to his normal insane state by the end of the story. Up next, number 4 is Batman Europa. Batman Europa was a long time coming. It was announced in 2004 and was eventually released in 2014. Both Batman and the Joker are infected with a deadly virus called the Colossus virus, and have a week to live. Bruce goes to Berlin, and turns out the Joker is there too. The two start working together to figure out who's trying to kill them, partnering up on a continent-wide road trip. How cute. And if that isn't cute enough for you, the first page definitely fuels the fire for shippers of Batman and Joker. And at number 3, Batman White Knight. After the Joker pushes Batman too far, Bruce goes a little insane himself, and force feeds a bottle of pills to the Joker. This ends up instilling an unexpected reaction from the Joker as a result of the overdose. The Joker gets his sanity back, and begins a crusade to get the GCPD to charge Batman for assault, or he'll sue them for the complicity in Batman's abuse of prisoners. Ooh. He even reforms Harley Quinn in the process, and proposes. Up next, number 2 is Joker of Earth 9. In this story that appears under under the Tangent Comics imprint, the Joker is a female superhero who is actually an alias used by 3 separate women: Mary Marvel, a student, Christy Xanadu, an entrepreneur, and Lori Lamaris, a reporter. Unfortunately, they don't have too great of a fate. The Superman of that Earth, known as Harvey Dent, is a tyrant and rules over the planet. So of course he tortures Mary into revealing the identities of the other 2 women before murdering her. Lori went to prison and Christie's fate is unknown. But eventually Lori takes up the mantle of one of her other fallen comrades, Manhunter. And finally at number 1, Jokester of Earth 3. And probably the most noble of Joker's appearances as a good guy, Jokester of Earth 3 is a man named Jackie, who was a struggling comedian at the Last Laugh Comedy Club. He witnesses the club's owner being murdered by Owlman, the evil alternate version of Batman, and this inspired him to redesign his comedy act, making Owlman the butt of all of his jokes, which then makes him a bit of a hero among citizens of Gotham, who are all oppressed by the crime syndicate and Owlman. But also puts a giant target on his back. Owlman then murders his friends and cuts Jackie's mouth open into a smile. Jackie goes insane, becomes the Jokester, and dedicates his life to ruining Owlman and humiliating him. Alright, there we have it, friends. Which of these Jokers had you not heard of? Let us know in the comments below. And if you dug this video, please show some love by hitting those like and subscribe buttons. And hey, share it with a friend. If you'd like more Joker lists, why not check out our top 10 supervillains playlist on our channel. It's a fun old time. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. I've been Kelly Pally and this has been Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you all in the next one.